Proverbs 17 verse 4 reads like this: wrongdoers eagerly listen to gossip. Liars pay close attention to slander. Again, Solomon is teaching his boys how to use their mouth and their ears in a way that honors God. The relationships, the words that you say, the things that you tolerate in your life are going to communicate things not just about you, but about your belief about God. And so he listens to his boys, looks them at the face and says, hey guys, I don't want you to be people that tolerate gossip. Now that's convicting for me because come on, our society is oftentimes built around juicy tidbits of knowledge, things that we know about someone else that no one else knows. We actually like to do that. We like to dabble in that in our culture. Have you ever said anything or heard someone say negative about another person? And I know I've said this. You back up and say, hey, you said it. I didn't. They're saying it, but we're listening to it. We're consuming it. Somebody else says it, and even though we don't say it, we hear it, and a little smile comes across our face. It's funny, it's condescending, it makes other people look bad. There's a myriad of reasons why sometimes we just fall into the trap of gossip. But all throughout the scriptures, Jesus' ministry included, scripture says that Jesus' followers, people that claim to love God and follow him, those are things that we don't tolerate. We don't want to surround ourselves with people that are constantly tearing others down, that are talking behind their back. We don't want to do it, but King Solomon goes a step further and says, don't even surround yourself with people that gossip, that talk bad about other people. Your response when someone begins to gossip, when someone begins to throw those little tidbits out that might be tearing people down, may be just as simple as this. Hey, listen, I just don't feel comfortable talking bad about people behind their back. Man, it may be true and that might be what you've heard, but hey, let's not talk like that. It doesn't accomplish anything. If you and I can't be a part of the solution to the issue in that person's life, then probably you and I don't need to be talking about it. Come on, instead of talking about it, let's figure out a way that you and I can help them. See how much better that language is? See how much more productive and serving that is to the people around us than simply trash talking or being a part of the gossip? A couple of verses later in verse 17, we read this: a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Instead of being a gossiper that tears people down, Solomon tells his boys to be a friend that builds people up. A friend is proven in times of difficulty, not in times of pleasantries. I mean, come on, when people have problems and they're struggling, instead of gossiping, step up and be a friend. Help them, advise them, counsel them, encourage them, be around them and use their words to build them up. Hey, don't be a fair weather friend, is what Solomon would tell his boys. Be with them even when they're down. When everyone else is talking bad about them, be the friend that steps in and helps them. He says, man, there are some brothers that are born for times of adversity. Again, during adversity, gossipers are going to talk bad and criticize and tear people down and spread their seeds and their words of resentment and dissension amongst people. But a friend, a brother that's born for adversity is going to step in the times where you need it the most and offer their actions and their words to build up. So think about how different your life would be if you refused to talk bad about others, but instead stepped in and became a friend during the good times and the bad times. The majority of people that you and I know have been affected adversely by gossip at some point in their life. So that chain, that reaction, that response can stop with us. No gossiping. Become a friend that loves at all times and a brother that helps in the face of adversity. Liars and lovers. That's Proverbs chapter 17.